friends and family. Welcome back to another episode of Workin On It. It is it's you and me, brother.
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
It's just me
It's
and
a
Daryl.
little quiet in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So Meghan is extremely busy, and you know, me and Daryl, we got the time. It's the beauty of being the fun uncle and the super dad. We could do this podcast.
We got it.
We got this.
I mean, you know, this is a test run to see if we got this, but like, we got this.
I think we're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
we're gonna be fine. And for those of you watching on YouTube, we're rocking our half marathon medals. No big deal.
we did it.
Crushed.
13.1.
Yeah, let me get a cheers.
Oh, cheers. Oh,
Nice. Way to be, man. So this was crazy for me to watch you do this because you started running like 2 months ago.
Yeah, about 6 weeks ago. I got these new.
Oh, he's showing them off.
I got the new A6.
He's showing them off. Yeah, those. You're like, I'm getting shoes. I'm getting ready to go. And you only ran on the treadmill for training.
Yeah, because you told me how hard it is for your body to run on the pavement. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna run on the pavement and then just go.
I did say that. I
injure
did say that.
myself.
I did say that. But I was surprised you didn't do it even like one time, like a little 5 mile
I tried.
run.
There's that one morning I was like, oh, Saturday morning I'll run with you. But
That's
then,
not trying.
But then dad life stepped in and, you know, I couldn't make it. And
You thought about it.
I didn't try hard enough. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But
But it doesn't matter.
but I survived.
Because you literally ran the half marathon. We had our great friend Jordan Fetterman lead the way. Shout out JoJo.
Yeah, Joe.
She really like kept our pace. I feel like if she wasn't there, we would have gone slower.
You and I would have looked at each other and been like, let's just take a little break.
Let's chill out a little.
Yeah.
Because she was
determined.
The last like 4 miles, she was going. I was like, okay. And it worked.
It was when we made the loop.
Yeah.
When we made that loop.
Yeah.
Also, when the first guy started running back at like we were at like 40 minutes and he was already running back. That first
I feel like
guy.
it was less, bro. Yeah.
But when he started running back, then she picked up her speed. She really was the speed demon of the group.
She was getting after it. So the way it worked was, there was one path. It wasn't like a full circle. And we're running on the highway. So as you're going, you just see this fastest people in the world run by you on their way to finish the marathon. And I don't know, half marathon in what, like 35 minutes? I have no idea. They were extremely fast. So you're running against the current of just super athletes as you go. And then when you get to, I feel like it was mile 8, we did the turnaround.
Yep.
And that's when it gets extremely difficult because of all the hills. And that's where I was getting tired. I was like, oh man, I'm struggling here. But I was looking over at Daryl, man. You just like chin up, vibing. You were just dancing. I saw you raging.
The dancing helps. That for me, dancing while running, music while running was really helpful. I'm so impressed by you. No headphones.
I know.
You went straight David Goggins.
Yeah, I went David
Goggins. You went hard.
Yeah.
I couldn't have finished though without you and without JoJo, because I just kept telling myself the whole time, like, you just can't stop. If you stop, you're gonna, I would have to pick up all the slack. And not that I couldn't do that, but like having to do that on my own was gonna be tough. And I felt like a real sense of community, not just with you and JoJo, but honestly with everybody running.
Yeah,
that half marathon.
You feel it. And that one dude,
that one guy,
there's this massive dude. All the people running by that were on their way to finish. He just like, yeah, Speedy boy, let's go, Speedy boy.
Yeah, Speedy boy.
Yeah, Speedy girl.
There's my wife. I can never keep up with her.
And he was just a huge guy. He's like, somebody's got to do it. I was like, dude, it sounded exhausting. I feel like if we were gonna yell at everyone that ran by, I would have been gassed in like 20 minutes.
What's happening?
Y'all are loud as fuck.
We're doing a podcast.
No, but we're all in the kitchen and we're like, oh, Ryan is the new GT. So loud.
We're doing a podcast. I'm trying to entertain our listeners.
Foosball game?
Half marathon.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
Touch tips.
And there was a guy on the running that was hyping everybody up, and he was loud.
Oh, there's
I'm trying to do a show here.
There's
What are
my
you?
Botox bros. Love you guys.
Love you.
Go back to you're busy.
You're editing.
You didn't even tell me you were doing this. Bye. Miss you.
Love you.
Megan's editing new music video, hands on me, right?
Coming out
Jason
soon.
Derulo coming out soon.
Coming out soon. Oh no!
All
right, coming out later.
So, anyways, yeah, I went no headphones, which was my first run ever without headphones.
See?
I usually always have headphones, so I did switch it up as well.
Yeah.
You did concrete for the first time. I didn't know headphones. There's something sick though about hearing all you hear footsteps pattering. You hear the footsteps pattern, and then you just hear yourself breathing. And that's all I focused. I just focused on my breath, and I was really like dialed in. So even at times when I was tired, I wasn't as tired as I could hear the guys next to me when we're running up the hill.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I'm not that
me.
guy. I'm marching up this hill, and we were just running by everybody.
See, and that's when I started dancing. When I'd see people, like put their head down and be like, "Oh God, this is hard," I'd be like, "Oh, let's just like get into the groove a little bit of the song."
What was not the fastest, the farthest you ran before this?
7 miles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I did 10 outside. I was like, I'm good. 7 miles is on the treadmill.
7 miles on the treadmill. Keeping a 10-minute mile pace. So the treadmill says.
Yeah, the way you ran it, that makes sense.
And yeah, but I just kept telling myself, just don't lose Ryan, don't lose JoJo. But I told you in the beginning, because I saw you keep looking over your shoulder, and I'm like, I don't want you to waste any energy on me.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I was like, Ryan, I'll just always be on your 6, bro. Don't worry about me. I'm on your 6.
Yeah, you were. You really were.
And then learning about the water cups, that you just have to be lucky and grab one. I missed the first table because I was on the opposite side of the tables.
Yeah, it's
and I was
chaos.
like, oh goddamn, I'm so thirsty.
And it's extra hard because the people running the opposite direction. You're like, this is a clusterfuck. Yeah.
But yeah, I learned I can't slow down. So it's like, if I can't just grab a water cup while I'm still running, then there's no water for me.
Yeah, slowing down does kind of fuck you up because your legs start to stiffen up. You start to feel everything.
Yep.
Start to feel it.
And I'm, really grateful for my body. I really didn't feel any pain while I was running. Did you feel pain while you were running?
Yeah, my knee. And then JoJo handed me some like gummies.
Those gummies were game changers.
Once those kicked in, it was
I also grabbed a packet of something that they were handing out, but I read on Google not to take any of those packets for the first time during the run because you don't know how it's like going to react with your body.
Oh, you would have been fine. Yeah. I feel like there's too many fucking rules.
Scared.
I did this time. I went insane carb load, and I feel like it did help me. But it was kind of, I had acid reflux going to bed, but it was just like 3 p.m. the day before. Pasta with meatballs and a pizza to myself and some garlic knots. And I hadn't had carbs in a while. I was like, oh, man. But I feel like it did fuel me for that run.
For sure.
It was pretty... it was kind of nice getting up at 3:30 in the morning. I'm not gonna lie.
Isn't it
felt
cool?
like Mark Wahlberg, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it. You have to go to bed at 8 p.m.
Well, I feel bad because I messed up because I was trying to joke with you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
called you at 8:57, and I was gonna go like, Ryan, I twisted my ankle. I can't make it tomorrow. And I called you, and you were like, oh, are you okay? What's happening?
Dude, I was out cold. I thought you were
go
in
back
danger.
to bed, dude. No jokes. Go back to bed.
Yeah, you're like, never mind.
I carbo loaded as well. Mine was a little later, but I did okay. Even though the internet was like, don't carbo load too late. I did like 7 p.m. Did grilled cheese, French fries, chicken fingers, butter pasta.
Nice.
It was good. Nice and full. But yeah, dude, it was what a experience. I'm down to do another one. Eventually, I'm down to do a marathon.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so done with the long runs, man.
I mean, you did it though. You did it.
Right. But I mean,
I'll just go JoJo, who loves to do a marathon every year.
I mean, let's see where we're at. 35 could be a cool milestone marathon.
Okay. I'm into that.
I just want some time off from. I'm going to start sprinting. That's my new thing. Sprints. Starting next week.
Barry's boot camp at home.
Yeah. I fucking hate Barry's boot camp. It's great though. All right. So that's what we did the half marathon. Now I wanted to do like working on being bros.
I love that.
Okay.
Yep.
So brother-in-law, and we'll give the people kind of our journey and our different perspectives of how everything happened, right? Like when you entered
Yeah.
the life,
Yeah.
what I was thinking and what you
And
were
what I was thinking. Okay, great.
I think it would be hilarious.
It's also good for us. You and I, you know, we have our time together, but like never that much time. I feel like our time. Well, acting class was good.
Yeah, that's when we bond. You're talking about bonding time.
Bonding time.
Yeah.
What did I say?
No,
That's what
I
I
was
saying.
just trying.
Yeah.
I was trying to have it be golfing, but you literally have no time.
No, yeah. Golfing's tough. I gotta be older. The kids gotta be older as well.
Yeah.
The kids gotta be older.
If Riley or Barry into it, I feel like it's a great sport for kids.
Totally.
Super safe. You're outdoors.
All right, so take us back, Ryan. We're at what? We're 2016.
Yeah.
Wait. All right. Well, actually, I have to start before you met me.
Yeah,
because you were just a myth to me in the very beginning.
Right.
I met Meghan July 1st, 2016. And that's when we had our first date. We consider that our anniversary because we both knew like you're the person. Then July 4th was our next date, and she was staying at a rental house. She had a little 4th of July party at a rental house, and she had her whole family there except for you. I think it was just you because GT was there.
Yeah, I was on the Cape.
You were on the Cape celebrating. And on my way to the 4th of July party, Meghan was like, hey, never mind. Don't come over. I'm too scared for you to meet my family. And I was like, too late. I've already got, you said your brother loves Pacifico. I've already got a 12-pack of Pacifico, and I'm on my way. Justin loved Pacifico beer at the time. So I get to this place. Meghan opens the door, and I meet Tommy, Bruce, for the first time. And then I meet the Tonys for the first time, and your mom and dad, and Justin. And then everyone was like, Meghan just kept going, man, I'm so glad Ryan's not here. He's just going to rip you to shreds. And I'm like, why? What do you mean? She's like, just trust me. It's just going to be really tough to get Ryan to like you. And I was like, come on. What's not to like? And then she just kept saying that while we dated for the next 2 weeks. Like, oh, man, like, just so you know, like, Ryan's going to rip you to shreds. And I didn't know what that meant. And then I met you. Meghan flew me out to Boise, Idaho for the first show of her Untouchable
tour. Yeah.
And I flew next to the legendary Jeff Azoff on the plane. And he was the nicest man in the world, but he was kind of giving me 20 questions, everyone. And I'm so glad everyone was like, who is this guy? What are his intentions? And it was just like, I just love Meghan, and she's still, even she performed at the Grammy Museum last night. And I feel like I fell in love with her all over again. Cause she's just always herself. She never changes.
Right.
So then we get to the hotel. Meghan was doing rehearsal for the show, and I'm sitting there with Jeff having Casamigos. So I'm a little tipsy. And then, this big, tall Channing Tatum looking guy walks in with a bunch of camera equipment. And I just stand up like, hey, man, you're the guy I'm supposed to meet, huh? I give one of these like terrible handshakes.
You had a little
just
buzz
like
going.
that.
Yeah. I just saw.
That's all I remember.
Yeah. I remember you walking in. You had like a duffel bag, boots, jeans.
Those were swag
little
jeans
hat.
because the pants were way too long. I remember you took a video of look how long his pants are.
Yeah. And he gave me that line. I was like, oh man. I was like, he's a little boy.
Little goofball.
child.
Little goofball. Yeah.
The first round, I was like, he's just a little kid.
Yeah.
Like forever, like but you were looking back at it, you were just like, oh man, this life is fucking amazing.
I was finding myself.
Yeah,
I was in a very free.
Yeah. And you like pretty much found the love of your life. Like you already decided there. So you were just like, you were a boy in love, and just everything is exciting.
Yeah.
So you're just like, holy shit. I'm like, the 4th of July thing, I was having a mental breakdown because at that point they wanted me. I was handling all the fucking video wall shit behind them, so they're asking me for random videos, had to cut all this shit together.
Yeah,
nothing was ever good
Tampax?
enough. No, the video wall behind her.
Oh,
I
you
was
did that?
Yes, like all the fucking home video shit.
Oh, way to
They
go,
wanted-
dude. I didn't know that.
It was a nightmare. It was not what I signed up for. So I was like, fuck it, I'm not going back. Like I was in full booze bag, like, I'm out. Get me out. I need out. I'm not happy. This is not for me.
I remember those.
I was spiraling.
I remember those.
And so I already had a chip on my fucking shoulder. And then here comes this guy, dude, like known my sister for a week, and he's just on the tour. I'm like,
Well, wait. Did you know that I was going to be on the tour when you met me? Because I didn't.
oh no, you're right. It was just for a show. You're right.
It was just the
And then
show.
and then you're on the
Because
bus,
your
and then each
sister
show
said, "Hey, just come out for the show. I'll fly you out for the show." And I was like, "Are you sure? Like that's a lot." She was like,
You're
"No,
right,
it's
dude."
nothing." So I only packed a weekend's worth of clothes.
That makes sense now.
Including
Little
those
duffel.
long-ass
yeah,
pants.
Yeah.
that were too long. And after the first night of the show, which like again, falling deeper in love and being like, wow, she's so fucking amazing and she can do anything. That night she goes, so, hey, I talked to the tour manager and there's a spot for you on the bus. Do you want to just stay? And I was like, okay, yeah, why not? We get on the bus and there's already like a little nameplate with my name on it.
Wild.
And I was like, did she plan? Like what? So yeah.
Yeah. So each show goes by. I was like, he's still on this fucking bus. And I don't care what you guys say. You guys were all over each other, which you should. It's okay. It was the beginning.
We were in our honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally looking
Yes.
back. But in the
Yes.
moment, I'm like, I'm just drinking like, fucking kill me, dude. Just drinking
It's so
everything.
annoying when two people are just madly in love and
Yeah.
you're alone. That's so annoying.
Well, it's just also like she has knew you for barely any time. I was like, the fuck is happening?
Yes.
I was like, how can this guy just
Yes.
stay on tour? What does he
Yes.
do? Who is this man?
Yes.
What is happening?
Yes.
I was just like so anti the whole thing in the beginning. I was just like, nah, nope.
Well, also because you had seen her in some previous relationships,
Yes.
and that's why we get along so well because both of us are like all or nothing. So when we're in.
Yeah.
And
Which again, I did not know these things. It
yes,
takes some time.
yes.
And then like, we had some laughs throughout the tour, and then like what was it? The last Boston show.
Wait. No. One of our first laughs. Well, my laugh. I think it was your laugh, but I think you were also like, "Oh, this guy's. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy." Is my. I just always had stupid dad jokes, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan, we're out to dinner." I was like, "Ryan, you got something on your shirt."
Dude, I forgot.
And I got you, and I did it, and you were like,
No,
oh.
I liked it. I liked
you
it.
like that
Yeah.
one?
Because that's some
Okay.
like middle school shit.
Because
Yeah.
because
Point
I
at the
got
stain and then get flicked. I was like, motherfucker got me.
I got yelled at after.
No,
that
I
night.
loved it. I love it. I
Meg was like, "Don't you ever fucking do that to Ryan ever again. Don't you touch Ryan."
no, if you get me,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, you got me. Touche.
Um,
That's so funny. I fucking forgot. The
I'll
problem is
never
my
forget.
memory bank is scattered. But it was like the last show, the Boston show, right? When you were like,
Oh.
yeah.
well, okay, so here's the story behind that, which I don't know if I've told you, but the last show, the Boston show, she
Yeah.
goes, "Hey, we'd already come out and said that. Well, no, we posted a picture of us together
Yeah,
on Instagram."
Which was like a hard launch.
So, well, that was to Megan at hard launch. No one really understood, I
Right.
think, at the time, like what was going on. But to Megan and myself, that was like our hard launch. Like we're dating, we're together. And then the last show, the night before, she was like, "Will you like come up on stage and kiss me on stage?" And like asked me to do that. And I was like, "Yeah, anything you want." Like you
See, I didn't
are-
know these things.
You are my soulmate. Like and being outgoing, like I feel like I'm pretty introverted and like a homebody as well. So going out on stage seemed terrifying, but I'm like, this is why I love this woman, because she keeps pushing me to do things that I wouldn't do and like making me a better version of myself. So I was like, yeah, absolutely, I'll do it. And then I like to get on stage, like you were on stage all the time filming. So I don't know. So how did that night go? Because it's a blur to me. I just know that I got up on stage.
No, we were in the green room
Uh-huh.
in the back. It was me, Jeff,
Yeah.
Tara,
Yeah.
and maybe Tommy.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, so guys, I'm gonna hand her this rose and I'm gonna kiss her. And I go, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're like, what? You're not gonna fucking kiss her. Like I went into crazy big brother mode. No, I'm just telling you, you're not gonna fucking kiss her. You're not gonna do that. You can hand her the rose, give her a kiss. You're not gonna fucking kiss her. And like Tommy, Jeb, they're like, "Are you all right? We've never seen this side of you before." I was like, this is fucking crazy. It's like, I was like, it's not his show. It's her show. I just did not see the future of how amazing this all would work out. I
Also,
just
little
saw,
did you and I both know, or did you know that was also my feeling? Was like, I don't want to do this. This is not my show.
Yeah. I didn't
This
know it
is
was
your
Megan's
show.
request.
Yeah,
It was literally
but this
Megan's
is what
request.
she wants me to do, and I will do it.
Yeah. So no, I was like in the crowd filming, and I remember I was like, "Don't you fucking do it! Don't you fucking do it!" And you gave her a nice little kiss on the cheek and a hug and a rose, and it was beautiful.
It was a conservative kiss.
Yeah, it was nice.
It wasn't like a steal the show.
I went, "Good man, that was nice."
Yeah, everyone won.
Yeah,
everyone won. And then we moved back home together.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that I was gonna become your roommate, but and you didn't know I was gonna
was
become
like,
your roommate.
All right, man. See you later. And you're
Yeah.
just still at the house. I go, "The fuck is going on?"
So we get to the house, and I pack up my bag the next morning, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Hey, you're in your house with your brothers, JoJo, your assistant. You know, like, enjoy your new home. I'll go back to my, wherever I'm staying,
My situation.
and I'll come back tomorrow. But like, enjoy the day with your family." And she's like, "No, bitch, you fucking live here now." And I was like, okay, yes. And yeah, and then we became roommates.
So wild. And then I was just a bully for
dating the trainer, any trainer is really dating the whole family.
the entire family and the
luckily
team around
for
it.
anyone who does date you now, Justin dates Alex, and Alex already knew the family. It's the best family in the world to be a part of.
It's great. Thank you for saying that.
It's the truth.
I feel like we're okay.
You guys are unlike any family I've ever met, and you guys all have unconditional love, and it's really the honesty between all you guys. You guys are, most of the time,
Sometimes it's mean, but it's
brutally
honest.
honest, but it's always from a loving place.
Right.
And I'm still so I use this word with Megan, and she's like, "I hate that word," but I'm so enamored by all of you and how much you love each other that even when you piss each other off, it takes like no time at all to be good again.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. Quick lash and then make up.
Yeah.
We say our wrongdoings.
Yeah. And you
and
admit,
move forward.
it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
It's
guys have
gotten
made
better
me
now that I quit drinking, but
Same.
yeah.
Same.
But no, we love you very much, and it's been
I love
you've
you guys
changed our
too.
lives. But before you changed our lives, there's some fun moments for me. I have a video. We can't play it because Megan will kill me. But it's when she had her red hair, and we're playing beer pong. So this is like another Big Brother moment. I'm just downloading the information in front of me, and I watch you toss the beer pong ball, the ping pong ball,
Yeah.
with like a little
little flick of the wrist.
little insane flick of the wrist, and I'm just filming. And Megan's like, "Fuck you, bro! Stop judging him." I was like, "This is hilarious." I've never. But then what happened is I learned more and more about you and gathered more and more empathy. You had a completely different experience, a childhood, teenage, young adult experience than I did.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Because from that. When you don't know you're just like, "Oh, Spy Kid must have been sick. Junior Cortez, kid just lived the fucking dream." And when after knowing you for a while and you explaining, what that really was like, I'm like, "Oh, this is my guy. I'm gonna take him under my wing and do the best that I can. I'm gonna help him." And then you've helped me with a million other things. I just help you with like dumb shit. Like,
No, dude, you don't
like-
help me. You help me. We help each other. We help each other. What's awesome and hilarious is that I'm older than you, but you're my big bro.
No. You are literally my big brother. My big brother I
Yes.
never had. That keeps me safe. It keeps me doing good things in life. but I am honored that you say I'm your big brother in some circumstances for
You
sure.
are.
This episode of Working On is brought to you by Jimmy Dean Toaster Pop-Ups.
Yeah. As a mama too, my mornings are crazy enough as it is. I'm changing diapers. I'm putting on someone's shoes with one hand. I'm trying to locate the right stuffed animal that would help avoid an absolute meltdown before 8 a.m.
100%. So the last thing either of us wants to stress about is breakfast.
Yup.
And that's why we're obsessed with Jimmy Dean toaster pop-ups. They're a really quick breakfast filled with protein the whole family will love.
That's right. They're not just for my toddler. They're for all of us. We all love them, all three of us.
I can't get enough. They're so fire. Just a flaky pastry on the outside filled with fluffy eggs, melty cheese, and your choice of savory ham or sausage on the inside. Plus, they're so easy to make. I don't want to try too hard, right? I want a quick breakfast. Jimmy Dean toaster pop-ups are ready from the toaster. No pans, no pots, no leaving a mess for myself later. It's just ready to go. I love it.
And I know all of my fellow parents out there understand the struggle of getting your kids to eat something for breakfast, let alone something substantial, something with enough protein. So the fact that these are delicious and they contain protein that help fuel your day, honestly, I'm a huge fan. Jimmy Dean toaster pop-ups.
Yup. Thank you. Help your family warm up to mornings with Jimmy Dean toaster pop-ups. Learn more at jimmydean.com.
Yeah, no, my childhood was way different, and that's why I think I feel like the little bro, because like I had fun doing the Spy Kids movies. They were so fun, but the childhood part, like the fun, like, oh, we're just like being kids and like getting to do kid stuff or going to college and playing beer pong.
Yeah.
I never did that shit.
No.
So I was just always excited to be a part of the group. I was always like alone. So I was never like a part of a group. And you guys have like a tribe here. And now I feel like so grateful to be a part of this tribe. But yeah.
It's just like little things like that. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to this guy?
Yeah.
Going up for a layup. I was like, Daryl,
I have no idea how to play basketball
you
at all.
gotta step.
Sports
Oh.
was not my thing.
And you're like, dude, bro, this is just not me.
Yeah.
And that's why I love you so much. You're like, unapologetically, you're like, this. I
No,
never
I'm
did
not. I
this.
can't pretend,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is funny because I'm an actor and I just can't pretend to be something that I'm not.
It's the best. It's the best thing about you.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, you entered our lives and you really showed us. You got me in touch with my emotions, okay? Because I was just a masshole that drank and stuffed everything down, and you would bring everything out of me. You're like, hey, man, I know you're hurting. Let me show you how good a different part of life could be. Okay, you got the party thing down, but let's try something different. And you added stuff slowly into my life. So the transcendental meditation,
Mm-hmm.
you were like, and you didn't really press it. You were just like, hey, I'm doing this. And it's for some reason I've looked into it many years ago, and then I
TM?
forgot about it. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah?
you brought it back. Yeah. Back in like 2012. Like I would search YouTube. I was get high and just be on YouTube and find the randomest shit. And it was like Jim Carrey talking about TM.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just kind of went away in the back of my mind. I didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, I'm going to go do this. I was like, oh, fuck. Interesting.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me know what's going on.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, you've always been open to certain things, and we always kind of shared our own, what we were doing at the time with each other. But like, I think what I kind of brought to the table was like, I feel like with you guys, I'm on second life. Like I had my first life before you guys,
Yeah.
and I went through my ups and downs and my highs and lows, and so when I met you guys, I was really in a place of acceptance, but also just like focusing on the positive because I had so many negative things happen to me like back to back to back to back to back that once I met you guys, it was just like, positivity and family and love and potential. And so I would just see you are such a charming, charismatic person always. And then I would see the alcohol come in. And then usually when you were hungover, you would just be so mean to yourself.
Yeah.
Or if like there were
To
times
anyone
where
around
you
me.
were like that you were really like drunk, you'd be like, I hate this about me. I don't like this about my life. I don't like any of these things. And I just remember I would just sit and listen. Because a lot of the times you would try to say these things and someone would like jump on top of you and start talking over you.
Right.
And I feel like I was one of the first people to just go like, all right,
yeah.
what is it? Just get it out, dude. Like you need to get it out.
Yeah.
And I would just sit there and you'd get it all out. And I'd be like, okay, yes. Like, that's how you feel. That's good. But try to focus on, this is only, finite. like with the camera stuff. You're always like, I hate doing this. And I'm like, it's not forever.
Yeah, I literally thought it was forever. I thought it was for eternity.
Yeah.
And
Well, because in the moment it feels like that.
yeah, but
you know?
only extra because like I was just hungover most of the time. When you're hungover, you're just operating at 30% speed. Like it's crazy what sobriety does. There's some, there's some negatives about it that in terms of changing your life, you have to do a whole 180. I pretty much killed off a version of myself and started a new one, but it's 10 times better. And yeah, like when we travel now and I do all the video shit or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm like, how the fuck did I drink this entire time? Because I'm just tired now. It's because we're older,
Yeah.
but it blows my mind. I was like, how did I function? I mean, I barely functioned.
But you did. And that was why it was, I think, tough to give up, because it was like kind of like with me and weed. It was like nothing, bad really happened, to you. You always were able to function and
So I was able to show up and like
get the work done.
Kind of.
You did. But it was like that part of you was like a shtick, it was like a bit. It was like, oh, it's Drunk Ryan.
Yeah. It really was. It was a bit, dude. It was a bit that went on for like 10 years.
But the coolest thing to see with you, and what I'm really grateful for, and I know, they're your nephews, but I think the kids really changed you a lot.
Yeah.
And you, once you stop drinking, you're just so much more present, not just for us, but also, Riley was really young when you got sober. But you've been so present for him, and I'm just so grateful, because I didn't grow up with aunts and uncles. Like, my family is very small.
Yeah.
And like, you got sober, then your uncle got sober, then you helped me get sober. So you're creating this like positive, chain reaction that's then like going back generations, which is awesome. But you're also helping out, the future generations in this family. So I'm really grateful for that. So thank you.
You always impressed me because you didn't. I was like, man, this guy doesn't really drink that much. How does he do that?
Because I'm a lightweight, dude. Because I would have, 1-2 shots and be like, and sleep.
We only got to go out a few
like
times.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times, just us, and it was always an experience. The best.
I feel like that's when you and I both bonded the most.
Well, that's because men suppress their emotions and then they drink. That's why guys like to drink together, because you get fucked up and you're like, I'm going to tell you everything I've been thinking.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a bitch about it before, but I'm fucked up, so I don't care. So that's how
nice
men bond.
Night,
yeah.
When we're driving home and Megan was calling me going like, where are you? And you're like, don't fucking answer the phone. I bet you will. Don't answer it. Oh, she was so mad about that.
She was so mad. I did not understand. I'm just like, fuck. Don't fuck off. You're fine.
You couldn't do it.
Black Keys was iconic. Though.
And then the Black Keys.
That was the best.
I'll never. I don't know if I'll ever see the Black Keys. So I hope I get to see them sober once.
It'd be great. I would love to.
Twice. The first time I saw the Black Keys, I blacked out. The last time I saw the Black Keys, I blacked out.
No, we had fun, but it's unfortunate because I don't remember most of the show. I'd black out. That's like the downfall of going to concerts drunk. Like now that I go to shows sober, I'm like, oh, this is great. Like I can remember everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine. Those were the highlights for me. And then I just always loved like your different nutrition waves. Right, so the things
that's an ongoing thing.
Yeah. But now that you'll laugh because I'll like pick up J Train's bag of chips and be like, "Oh, what's going on? You got
Looking at ingredients.
You got canola oil in there. You got the seed oil, man. I want to eat those." And you start cackling. You're like, "Dude,
it's just you weren't ready. You weren't ready.
Yeah,
it's okay." No, I mean it was a lot of things. It was the fasting.
Yeah,
that was one thing.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Big faster.
And now I'm a huge faster.
Yep. Well, and the elongated fast, I'd be like, bro, I'm fasting for 24 hours. And you'd be like, shut the fuck up. You're just starving yourself. I'm like, no, dude, I'm really clear. You don't understand. You got to meditate on a 36-hour fast.
I was like, you're a fucking moron.
Shut up.
And then now I do the exact same thing.
Well, now you go long. You did that 48-hour fast for a while. That was
I forgot about
intense.
that one. I haven't
That
done.
was
I haven't done one
intense.
in a
Because
while.
those are hard, dude.
These new
You're only
workout.
supposed to do those
Yeah.
like once a season.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
makes sense.
And then what else? The Wim Hof breathing.
Oh
was
yeah,
another
Wim
thing.
Hof.
I was big into breathing.
Yeah.
Because I did it like before skydiving, which was really helpful. The TM, what else is there? I don't know.
Yeah, you kept explaining to me that this Wim Hof method. I was like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
Yeah.
And then Mike Posner was like, "I gotta teach you about Wim Hof." I was like, "All right." You're like, "Motherfucker, I've been
I
telling
know.
you about this."
If
for
it
2
comes from
years.
somebody else, it's like, guys, I got the coolest new thing that you've never heard of before in your life. And I'm like, oh, it's just been 5 years of me trying to get you to do this, but that's okay. I'm a trendsetter. It's fine. You're a clothing icon, you know?
Bro, I used to get so upset. I would buy something or dress a certain way. Next thing I know, Megan would take Daryl to the fucking mall and come back with all my shit. I go, what the fuck is I would be so mad.
She was just trying to
Now-
clone you into me.
No, she's just, for some reason, always thought I was cool. So she's like,
You're the
"That
cooler
guy-
older brother.
I guess. I don't think I'm that cool at all. But yeah, and I used to get so bad. Now I'm like, D-Money, you gotta get on this. Get in on this.
Yeah.
Get some of these.
Feel this
Yeah,
fabric.
yeah.
Check this out.
I got Australia, man. You gotta get some
That
shit.
industry stuff is so cool.
Industry, dude, it's fire.
Dude.
Now I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I get this guy now. It only took me some time, but I think that's like a brother thing to do. I don't know, like super protective. Just
yeah.
and also I was deep in my alcoholism, so I was in a completely different universe than the people around me. So
Well, same. I was so lost. Like I didn't know, who I was. I was constantly like, we joked at home, the last house. I was a big flip flopper. I'd be like talking about one thing.
yeah,
and
but we
then-
all are.
We're all big flip floppers.
I like saying it because I also flip flop.
Yeah. But we're honest with each other about our flip flops,
Yeah.
which is great. But also like now, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, dude. I don't know. I just fucking love you. That's all. I'm just so
I love
grateful
you
for
too.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're both just trying to become the best versions of ourselves. What I was gonna go into was the acting stuff.
Yeah. No, it's a great pivot. I was
The
just gonna pivot
acting
there.
stuff has been really fun, because I haven't acted like in something in a while. So acting class is like the only place where I get to perform really, or like explore the craft, and auditions. And auditions are tough because like, no one can see that but the casting director. But the first time I was like, I really want to bond with Ryan. I took you to this one acting class, and it was an acting class that I'd never been to before. So when I got there, I was like, "Ooh, this isn't the one for me."
Didn't you get it as like a birthday present?
Was it a birthday?
I think it was like a birthday present. Like I didn't know this was really happening until I opened up a card on birthday. You're like, and you and Megan were like, we're taking you to acting class.
Yeah, for your birthday. I'm like, was it for my birthday?
No. It was mine.
It was your birthday. Yeah. We kind of forced you into it.
Yeah.
Because you kept saying like, "Oh man, acting seems so easy. I could do this shit. I could fuck it." And Megan, any attractive person, she was like, "You're so attractive. Why aren't you an actor?" And
This
I
is
was like,
drunk,
what?
like,
You
I
know
can
what?
do that.
I can fucking do that. So I was like, all right, Ryan, let's go to class together so you can see what class is like. And then I brought you to a bananas class.
It was
And
awesome though.
But it was a great to break the seal.
Yeah.
So you could see.
I was like, whoa, what a world. Really opens your eyes to the people in this town that we don't really come in contact with because Megan's in the music scene, right? It's a little
Right.
different. And
It's a little different. I feel like it's kind of similar in the way where that first acting class, there's so many different people in all walks of life where you basically realize like, oh, everyone's an actor, or everyone can be an actor or wants to be an actor.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kind of now with TikTok and music, it's kind of similar where, you see somebody do some music on an app and you go like, I could do that. And, some people really can.
Yeah.
But it goes to show like you're never too old to start something new.
Right.
And so, you just jumped into this last acting class that we did, and you went all in, and I'm so proud of you for really being vulnerable and courageous, and just going full throttle into full actor mode.
Yeah, well, because the more recent class is extra scary for me because the first one we did, I was a drunk, so I would bring whiskey to class.
You're not
My
sober, Ryan. You're just dry.
yeah, it was like the first few classes I was still drinking, and then I was like, I got to do a sober march, and then I told the coach on stage, I was like, yeah, well, I'm sober, so I'm kind of freaking out. I'm doing a sober march. He's like, nah, you're just dry. I was like, how do you know I'm smoking weed? The guy fucking read me like a book. Um, but it was yeah. Where was I going? Oh, the recent class was extra scary for me because Daryl's teacher, Lee Smith. I don't know how to say her.
Lee Kilton Smith.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's been with you for like 10 years, and I was like, oh, this is Daryl's like guru. I cannot let Daryl down. I had the wrong attitude in the first class. I was like, I don't want to let anybody down, because that's not what it is about at all. It's all about exploring yourself and figuring out what you're into and how your process can work with Lee's process, and everyone figures out everything together, and it's super fun. But the first class, I was just like, gotta make Daryl proud. Gotta make Daryl proud.
You made me so proud.
So I was just
because you're
freaking
open.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're open to the experience. I've seen a lot of people start that class and go like, no, this is me. This is who, I am. And they're not willing to explore the different parts of themselves. And so that's why I was so impressed, is you were just a blank canvas.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In a full panic. I'm like, yeah, let's figure this out. I'm freaking out up here. And the idea of just like memorizing line. I don't know how I did it in that very first class, but
you wrote it out. I watched you. You like typed it out a shit ton of times.
Oh,
and you typed out their lines too.
Yeah,
which I was
yeah,
like, don't do that.
No, that was a mistake.
That's okay. You were like doing double work,
Yeah. The second time around was much easier. But I mean, she was like, okay, Ryan, you're relaxed up there, but now we got to work on, finding your feelings. I was like, I got to find my feelings in general. So that's like a whole nother thing. But I'm excited to take more. But I remember seeing you act for the first time in that original class way back, and I was like, oh fuck, man! I was like, I got fired up. I was like, this guy's good. Like, dude, I was like, holy shit.
That was always my biggest fear, because I haven't booked anything, that I'm like, these guys must think I suck.
No, it's an extremely insane business. I don't know what I'm getting into, like trying to be an actor. That's what I'm doing. It's insane. It's insane.
But we have the best thing going for us, where we're like ready to explore. It's not like we're doing it, trying to become. You gotta just be like water, Go
I
with
guess.
The flow.
Yeah.
Because when you least expect it, something happens.
But then what's the point if you're not gonna want to be the fucking best?
You could still want to be the fucking best.
Okay.
But it's the like, I gotta be the best now. Like,
no,
I gotta do it tomorrow.
Yeah, no. I'm a big long game.
For me,
guy.
I'm like, ooh, like I watch John Hamm, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just be 42. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that guy Jelly, the artist for CMA, who won Best New Artist for CMAs last night?
No.
39. He's like, this one. He's like, isn't this fucking crazy? I'm 39 years old, Best New Artist, and he goes on this crazy speech. I kind of want to find it.
Oh, we gotta find it.
Yeah, it's
That's awesome.
nuts. Yeah. It's actually, I'll find it. Okay, dude, here we go.
Jelly.
Jelly roll.
Jelly roll.
Just jelly. Fucking dumb. All right, so Jelly Roll wins the 2023 CMA Award for Best New Artist of the Year.
There is something poetic about a 39-year-old man winning New Artist of the Year. I don't know where you're at in your life or what you're going through, but I want to tell you to keep going, baby. I want to tell you success is on the other side of it.
Come on.
I want to tell you it's going to be okay.
Come on.
I want to tell you that the windshield is bigger than the rearview mirror for a reason.
Come on,
what's
baby.
in front of you is so much more important than what's behind you.
Wow.
Let's party, Nashville.
Come on. Dude, isn't that the greatest thing of all time?
Dude, I'm
Jelly Roll
I'm getting teared up.
Dude, I get the chills.
So
I'm just fired up. I want to run another fucking half marathon.
What's
dude.
in front of you is way more important than what's behind you. That is fucking poetic.
Dude, he's the man. If that guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What's in front of you is way more important than what's behind you, dude. It's going to, you got nowhere but up to go.
It's all country now. Let's fucking go.
Nowhere but
dude,
up.
Put that man in church. I'm there every Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, his face getting red. Oh man, I love them. Jelly
Let's
roll.
party Nashville.
yeah. It's like one of the best speeches I've seen in a while.
That's
But
awesome.
it's fucking cool, man. 39 years old, best
Yeah.
new artist.
Yeah.
So keep grinding. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get there.
It's the bright future ahead of us. I believe. I got a good feeling.
Me too.
Man, that shit gets me going, dude. So you know how we were talking about like your health kicks and shit.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in kind of what this guy was talking about.
I had been drinking
I've
my
seen
own
it,
urine
dude.
since
I've seen it.
2005. I heard it was a health thing or whatever, and I wanted.
Wait, let's start it from the
urine.
top.
I had been drinking my.
So you've seen
Of
this.
course.
All right.
This is I
This
was
guy
just about to
drinking
say
his
I
urine.
love our TikTok because our algorithms get synced up and you'll send me something and I'll just be like, seen it. Or I'll send you something and you'll be like, seen it. Hashtag core.
All right. So this guy drinks his own piss.
Yep.
I thought maybe Daryl might be interested in a new.
I sent it to
new
Jam
trend.
and I said, hey, look, our new thing.
I had been drinking my own urine since 2005. I heard it was a health thing or whatever. And I
Who
wanted to
said?
try it, and I think I was driving to San Francisco.
It's a thing.
And I didn't want to stop, and so I peed in a cup. And,
Yep.
and I drank it. And I was like, that's not that bad. And I liked the energetic. It's like a hair of the dog. It's like you're a biocomputer, right? You're a complete intelligent being, right? And then this just came out of you, and you put it right back in, and it's like a diagnostic tool. It's like a hair of the dog. It's like, this is what's going on with you. And now it's like, if there's too much coffee, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't like that. I can feel things.
You can tell.
I can feel things
Wow.
for sure. It's a diagnostic tool. I snort it, I age it, and it's amazing to sunbathe with it.
Really?
And
How long do you age
I mean,
it?
look at the color of my skin.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Irish, and I use 0 sunscreen.
Wow.
My sunscreen is my nutrition. And I'm not advocating for anybody to do it. I'm
Sure.
just reporting live
You're
from
telling you
planet
what
Earth.
you're doing.
Troy Casey reporting live. This is what I've done.
Troy Casey.
Reporting live. I snort it. I crush it
How
up
do you
and
snort
it.
your own piss?
You gotta turn it into a solid and then crush it up and snort it.
Oh. Okay.
So he probably like sits it out or something.
okay.
But my idea of piss is it's everything that's shitty in your body exiting and some extra vitamins.
Well, that's it's like if you're gonna drink your own piss, you better be fucking clean. You know what I mean?
oh,
I think
So-
that's what he's getting at. Is
you're gonna
that
drink your own piss, you better be clean. You know what I mean?
you know? That should be a T-shirt. But I think that's what he's saying is that, like it's his own biocomputer. So if he had too much coffee, but that it's like you drank too much coffee. Well, then don't drink that batch of piss. You know, wait till tomorrow.
physically drink like he could feel it. He's like, oh, here comes another cup. I probably drank too much. I mean, I could fucking smell it when I drink too much coffee.
Yeah.
I go, that smells
Or you
horrendous.
look at it and you go like, no, that's too yellow. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna drink that. But yeah, I mean, hey, if it works for him, that's what works for him.
I mean, yeah, he is
honestly,
just-
I've seen this guy
That was-
for the past couple years. Is this the first time you're
That
seeing
was
him?
my first
no,
experience
no,
with
no.
Troy, dude.
What's awesome is like I love seeing these guys because they have so much knowledge.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is to see like if you go back in his videos, his hair was so long, his beard was so long, and now look at him. He's clean cut. He's on a podcast.
Yeah.
So people liked what he had to say enough, and I like, now he's reporting live.
He
from
does
planet
look
Earth.
fantastic, and he does
Yeah.
look like he has a nice tan. It's not burnt, but
That's
I did-
to
yeah, I
say I'll
wanted yours.
never do that would be ignorant because who knows?
you might end up drinking your own
Who
piss.
knows? I might try it. Maybe.
I would say if we were stranded somewhere, I saw Bear Grylls
yeah,
did it all the
Naked
time.
and Afraid. I think they drink their own piss
Yeah.
sometimes.
That,
The water's not clean
but
enough.
that's about it, man. I don't know if there's gonna be a time where I'm just gonna be like,
I don't know if I want to sunbathe in it. It's got to be clean. It's got to be clean.
you think he was sunbathing in it? I thought he was just saying that sunbathing has gotten nicer ever since he started drinking urine.
No, so I took that as like he
puts it on his skin?
on himself. Yeah,
Jesus Christ. All right,
maybe it's good for the hair. I don't know.
dude.
I love that you brought this one up.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I knew you would enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Daryl and Ryan podcast here. Let's just get fired up with a little David Goggins here
Let's
for a
do it.
second.
Who are you on those days you don't want to do things? It's easy to conquer when it's good weather. You got good sleep. You feel great. Those are the easy days to conquer. But who are you on those fucking days when all hell's broke loose? Your body's fucked up. You're sore. You're depressed. You're miserable. Who are you on those days when shit's all fucked up? That's the great divide. Those people who get up on those days when everything's fucked up and still grind, that's the separator right there. Stay hard.
Stay hard.
Who are you?
Stay
Now,
hard.
Stay hard. Now, Daryl, what happened? You took today off. What the fuck happened? You got to be listening to this guy.
Hey, Ryan, day's not over yet, okay? I still got time. We can play some pickleball if you want, but also I could go for a run if I wanted to.
Actually,
I was
could
on-
do a little pickleball.
Yeah, it's nice outside.
Yeah.
I need some vitamin D.
But this guy is all over my shit, bro. I keep getting these, and I'm just like, why would I take tomorrow off? Like after the half marathon, I'm like, I gotta go to the gym on Monday. Why would I take it off? I stay hard.
Yeah, I honestly, it was today. The workout, it was just timing.
Yeah, it was just timing. A schedule. You
I
guys had
couldn't
a
work
meeting.
out with Steve today,
Yeah.
but I'm not skipping the workout.
All right, the day's not over.
Day's not over.
Good man.
Yeah, honestly, and before the marathon too, because I was getting a little nervous. There were a couple nights where I did a couple night runs
Ooh.
on the treadmill, of course.
Yeah. Dude, there was nothing better. Running outside is nice from time to time, dude. Trust.
Yeah.
Just not all the time because
Yeah.
it fucks up your shit.
Yeah.
Although he seems fine.
Yeah.
David runs fucking
Well, he's a superhuman.
30 miles a day.
Yeah.
But those night runs in Australia, that's when I was like,
I was so
oh,
jealous.
I am living the dream.
Mhm.
Running to the opera house. I was like, I'm peaking right now.
Yeah.
This is as good as it's going to get.
His stuff came on my TikTok in Australia when I was feeling like really down.
Oh, wow.
He honestly kept me up. And you. And then there was one last quick Daryl story. There was one moment
hit
in
me.
Australia where I just I've said this to you before. I wish I had a time machine so I could bring present Ryan to pass Ryan just to show him like, hey buddy, you're like this now, but look at you in a couple years. Where I was like, oh man, we're just so ready to leave Australia because we're homesick. And Australia was great, but we were just ready to be in our own bed and stop living in a hotel. And I was like, Ryan, like 2 more days, man. We got 2 more days. And you're like, you know what? Why don't you just enjoy being in the present? I'm just like looking outside, just happy in the present moment right now.
I'm
And I was
surprised you
like,
didn't just
shut
push
the
me
fuck
to the fucking
up.
harbor, dude.
I want to go home.
Hey, Ryan, look at that cruise ship. Shaw.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
David Goggins, what a legend.
Yeah, man.
Stay hard.
Stay hard, baby.
Ryan, I love you.
I love
Thanks
you,
for
Daryl.
being the brother the big bro I always
You're a great big
always
brother.
needed. Thanks.
We're just each other's big bros.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it so much.
Love you too. Can't
You're
wait
my
to
guy.
see what we do next.
Yeah, I hope so, huh? Hey, grateful to be here. Grateful for all the listeners, watchers. You guys are the best. Keep calling in. We didn't do voicemails this episode, but when Megan comes back, we'll be sure to go through them.
And hey, if you want to send a voicemail to just me and Ryan, you could do that too, because maybe we'll do another one of these podcasts sometime.
I thought this was great. We'll think of more topics. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
We wanted to, a nice little intro of really how we have come so far.
We really have.
I'm proud of us, man.
Me too.
All right, I love you. Thanks, guys. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.